YouTube, it's Larry, and this is the Ethical Atheist, and the topic of the day is utilitarianism. Now, the Webster Dictionary definition of utilitarianism is a doctrine that the useful is the good and that the determining consideration of right conduct should be the usefulness of its consequences. Specifically, a theory that the aim of action should be the largest possible balance of pleasure over pain or the greatest happiness of the greatest number. And that may sound like a bunch of complicated jargon, but what it basically boils down to is determining whether or not an action is right or wrong depends largely on the outcome of said action, or the expected outcome anyway. So, I do not typically apply this as my only standard for determining right and wrong, as it tends to inevitably lead to an end justifies the means sort of mentality, but in instances where there is no clear answer to a problem that doesn't violate some ethical standard, utilitarianism is a great way of coming up with a tiebreaker. So, examples of situations where this would occur is situations where there's a no-win sum happening. One great example of this is the trolley problem, which is often used in critical thinking classes to illustrate the point of utilitarian thinking. The essence of the problem is this. There is a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. Ahead on the tracks, there are 5 people tied up and unable to move. The trolley is headed straight for them. You are standing some distance off in the train yard next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice that there is one person on the side track. You have 2 options. Do nothing, and the trolley kills the 5 people on the main track, or pull the lever, diverting the trolley onto the side track where it will kill 1 person. The object of this thought experiment is to put the thinker in a position where they will inevitably have to choose between 2 unethical choices. 1, do nothing and let 5 people die, or 2, take a direct action that leads to the death of a single person. This thought experiment also compares the ideas of action and inaction in morality and forces you to consider negative action versus negative inaction. In my gold standard video, the idea of my standard of ethics is presented, but without some of the nuance that the real world has. No one can act 100% ethically because we are all inevitably presented with problems that have no best solution, only a least worst solution. It is our responsibility as morally inclined people to make the best decisions we can, but to also live with the consequences of the choices we make. We can never be perfect, but we can certainly try. Thank you for watching, and as always, may Darwin be with you.